I was born just actually when Uranus-Pluto conjunct. It was 67, so I am from this generation, but the Pluto-Capricorn issue, Capricorn is this material civilization, and when you look back to the history, it was in Aries in the early 1820s, from 1822 to 1852, and if you consider Pluto Capricorn first from a point, a culmination point from Aries, then now we are going to have the products of, or the conclusions of what happened in the 1820s. And I saw that Ottoman Empire, for example, was dissolution during this period, and also it is a kind of, again, revolutions, also July Revolution in French. And this whole concept, this whole cycle now will be again triggered by Uranus-Pluto square, because it was a new moon in the 60s. I mean, it was a conjunction, so conjunction is a kind of new moon. But Uranus also will be in Aries too. So Aries is a sign of new beginnings. I think this change could be, especially in terms of social rights and the role of the state and the governments. I think we are going to have the first crisis of globalization. I would like to compare actually Capricorn in terms of Aries, because if you are between Aries and Capricorn, it is the culmination of efforts. When we put a seed in Aries, then we get the culmination of our efforts in Capricorn phase. So Capricorn, in a way, is the end result of Aries, what we began and then what we got it at the Capricorn phase. But during this time, 1822, between 1852, Ottoman Empire began to dissolve, and it is not only the empire dissolving, but nationalism also was growing during that time. And I could say that it was also a period of changing circumstances, political circumstances, very rapidly changing circumstances of the world. And now Pluto entered already Capricorn, and will be have a visit with Uranus in the sky. So this could be quite very drastic changes possible, which will be maybe related with nationalism and the states and the growing unsteadiness within the people. When I was born in 67, actually, of course, I am not able to remember those days, but for me, Uranus, it is the individuality perfected, and it is also a component of higher mind of ourselves, and by Uranus we can see the king naked. But Pluto, which is the irreversible change and only the change we can believe in philosophy, as Greek philosophers said. And if you combine this together, then Uranus-Pluto square, it's going to be very dynamic, because these square will be in cardinal signs, and if you combine Uranus with Aries, it is a kind of personality, it's a kind of impulsive expression of freedom against very structured, very rigid structures, actually. So this is gonna be very, very creative, but in the same time quite big changes in terms of people and the state. And as we can see, it's a kind of I am on the negative side, actually. It is like George Orwell's 1984 something. I mean, because now we are living in conditions, we are being observed and we recorded every time, and I think all these issues will come out, and individual and the state, we have to find a new equilibrium between those. It is interesting because it is also, you know, it will be hitting China, because I have been studying on China's chart, and China has 7-degree Libra sun, and also it is in square to natal Uranus in Cancer. So China has going to have Pluto square Uranus directly to its sun. I think this change also will involve China directly, and I would say that now we are having the recession, the global recession, economic recession actually would grow, and the fragile balance between China and America should be watched, because it is such a balance, because the 70% of national product GDP of China is coming from exports to mainly to America, and America is financed by China, and it is a kind of balance. It is a mutual assured destruction. So when one of the partners collapse, then there could be big changes in China. So far, CCP, China Communist Party, has been able to govern China in a way because of the tremendous economic policies and achievements. But if this achievement, economic growth, couldn't be maintained, so there are going to be quite actually problems growing within the society, Chinese society, and this issue actually could be built up, could be triggered.